Be me, 29-year-old female, work as community organizer. Always relied on male volunteers for heavy lifting and leadership roles. Suddenly realize I haven't seen a new male volunteer in 2 years. Not just dating apps going empty, guys disappearing from everything. Society literally running on female labor while men vanish. Start investigating what happened to male participation in society. Visit my nephew's school for parent-teacher conference. Mom dragging exhausted dad, who clearly doesn't want to be there. Can't you handle this stuff? I work all week. PTA meeting has 47 women and 3 men who look miserable. Principal mentions they can't find male coaches for sports teams. Fathers just don't volunteer anymore. Mom complaining later, I do everything for this family. Realize she actually does. Dad just pays bills and zones out. Attend city council meeting about neighborhood crime. Room packed with concerned mothers and elderly women. 0 men under 50 despite crime affecting everyone. Woman next to me. Where are all the fathers? Budget discussion about youth programs. Only women advocating. Councilman notes. Hard to address male issues when men don't show up. Decisions affecting men being made entirely by women. Visit brother's workplace during volunteer blood drive. Female HR coordinator begging male employees to participate. Come on, guys, it takes 5 minutes. Break room full of men eating lunch, ignoring completely. One guy. Not my problem, I already pay taxes. Blood drive fails to meet quota, coordinator near tears. Men literally won't donate blood to save lives in their own community. Attend friend's wedding, where groom barely participated in planning. Bride stressed planning everything alone for months. He said whatever I want is fine. Bachelor party lasted 3 hours. Bridal events went for weeks. Wedding became entirely female project with male attendance. Groom's friends leaving reception early to watch sports. Bride crying because he doesn't care about anything important. Observe my dad during family crisis with grandmother. Mom organizing medical care, visiting schedules, meal preparation. Dad writing checks, but avoiding emotional labor entirely. Your mother handles that stuff better than me. Grandmother asking why grandson never visits. Dad uncomfortable with any caregiving responsibility. Mom burning out from managing everyone's needs alone. Volunteer at homeless shelter, where 70% of clients are men. 100% of volunteers are women serving male population. Female staff overwhelmed by aggressive male clients. We need male volunteers, but they never apply. Homeless men being helped exclusively by women they intimidate. System breaking down because helpers and helped are opposite genders. Visit friend's business networking event. Female entrepreneurs making connections and building partnerships. Male entrepreneurs focus solely on their own companies. I'm here for customers, not to make friends. Chamber of Commerce struggling to get male participation. Economic development planned entirely by women. Men benefiting from collective efforts while contributing nothing. Observe church volunteer meeting for youth programs. Pastor desperately seeking male role models for teenage boys. Kids need father figures, but fathers won't volunteer. Single mothers trying to provide masculine guidance they can't give. Boys acting out because no male authority figures present. Female Sunday school teachers overwhelmed by behavioral problems. Congregation slowly losing teenage boys who see no male involvement. Attend union meeting at brother's construction company. Room full of men complaining about working conditions. When vote comes for strike action, most guys leave. Can't afford to miss work for union politics. Female office workers stay to organize despite not being affected. Actual laborers avoiding labor advocacy. Workplace improvements driven by women who don't do physical work. Visit nephew's soccer league where my sister coaches. Desperate search for male coaches despite fathers attending games. They'll watch but won't help run anything. Teenage boys being coached by mothers and female teachers. Lack of male athletic mentorship affecting player development. Fathers complaining about coaching quality while refusing to coach. Research local political campaigns during election season. Discover female volunteers outnumber male 4 to 1. phone banking and door knocking done by women, men writing checks but avoiding actual campaign work, candidates adapting platforms to appeal to female volunteers, political process shaped by people willing to do unpaid work, democracy becoming government of women, by women, for everyone, attend community college during career development fair, continuing education classes 80% female despite male wage stagnation, men stuck in dead-end jobs while avoiding skill improvement. That school stuff is for women. Female classmates advancing while male coworkers complain about opportunities. Economic mobility becoming gender-divided activity. Visit local environmental cleanup event on Earth Day. River restoration project organized entirely by female activists. Tons of trash requiring male physical strength to remove. 3 men show up, 47 women trying to move heavy debris. Project fails because physically demanding work avoided by men. Environmental problems created by everyone, solved by women. Observe my friend's divorce proceedings. Her ex-husband completely disengaged from custody negotiations. Whatever the court decides is fine. She fighting for every detail while he acts like bystander. Lawyer mentions, men often just accept whatever happens. Father losing access to children through passive participation, parental rights abandoned through indifference rather than legal bias. Attend fundraiser for Veterans Support Services. Ironic situation. Female volunteers raising money for male veterans. Veterans themselves not participating in fundraising for their own services. They need help but won't help themselves. Women organizing charity events for men who won't attend. Support services funded by people who never served. Visit friend's startup where she's struggling with work-life balance. Male employees leaving exactly at 5 p.m. regardless of deadlines. That's not my problem after hours. Company culture and teamwork, driven entirely by female employees. Men treating jobs like purely transactional relationships. Women building businesses while men just collect paychecks. Speak with elderly neighbor about community changes. Men used to be involved in everything. Describes how her late husband organized neighborhood watch, coached Little League, ran for school board, led church committees. Young men today only care about themselves. Community leadership transferred from male civic engagement to female volunteerism. 6 months of investigation reveals terrifying pattern. Men have systematically withdrawn from all unpaid social participation. Women holding society together through invisible labor, civic engagement, community service, child development, healthcare. Everything requiring voluntary effort now depends on female energy. Men participate only in activities that directly benefit them financially. Realize this isn't about feminism or politics. It's about men making rational calculations about energy investment. Voluntary participation provides social rewards that don't motivate men. Women get status and relationships through community involvement. Men get nothing tangible from civic engagement or social service. Logical response is withdrawing energy from unrewarding activities. Learned, uncomfortable truth about male social withdrawal. Society designed around female motivation for community building. Male energy channeled toward individual advancement and survival, collective problem solving, becoming exclusively female responsibility. Community institutions collapsing as male participation disappears. Women overwhelmed by carrying entire social infrastructure alone. System heading toward crisis as voluntary institutions fail. Democracy weakening when half population avoids civic engagement. Community services underfunded due to volunteer shortage. Child development, suffering from lack of male role models. Economic development, planned without male business input. Social problems addressed only through female perspective. Men aren't walking away from everything out of selfishness. They're making rational decisions about resource allocation. Unpaid social work doesn't provide returns that justify male investment. Women participate because social connection motivates them. Men avoid participation because individual advancement motivates them. Neither approach wrong but incompatible with social institution sustainability. discovered that male withdrawal threatens civilization itself. Voluntary social institutions require balanced gender participation. Women can't maintain civic society alone indefinitely. Men need incentives that align with their motivational structure. Current system, extracting female labor while male labor becomes purely transactional. Both genders lose when social participation becomes gender segregated.